Hi, this is the second video for our Southern Sunrise. Children, is I am going very fast? Do you want little bit slow? Okay, I'll try my best. I'll go little bit slow. Okay. When we spoke about Mauryas, do you remember Mauryas, Chandragupta Maurya, everybody? So, that was happening in North India. At the same time, in South India, Shatavahanas also ruling the South India. Both were doing very well. At the same time, when the decline of the Mauryan Empire and the same time Shatavahana's dynasty also declining. When all these are happening in South India, so many dynasties has come. They want to rule one among them. They started ruling the small places, then they want to capture the other places. So like that, all those have always have the battle between them. But whatever it may be, how they ruled South India, each dynasty they left a very significant role in their ruling the part. So when we're going to talk about the dynasties which ruled South India, in that the major four dynasties are very important. That is Chalukyas of Vatapi, and then the second one is Pallavas, then the Cholas and the Pandyas. When we talk about Chalukyas of Vatapi, Vatapi that is in the Karnataka, it's near Bagalkot. Nowadays we call it as a Bagalkot. So there the Chalukyas were ruling, and Pallavas are in what were Tamil Nadu, and Cholas also in Tamil Nadu, and Pandyas in Kerala. So all these people are ruling, and they made a very significant role in their administration, in their art and literature and architecture, like that. So when we talk about all these people, because they were ruling Deccan part. Which one is the Deccan part? The part which is very near to the Vindhya mountains. When you look at physical map of India, so after this lesson, we just go through the physical map, India map, then you can see one lane of Vindhya mountains are separating both North and South India. We have very nice mythological story about these Vindhya mountains. Once Agastya Mahamuni, he was doing his tapas in Himalaya. He wants to come and visit South India. Then on the way, he wants to cross from North India to South India. He climbed the Vindhya mountains, and they are very high in their height. So it was so difficult to cross it. So Agastya Mahamuni, it is a mythological story. Okay, they'll say like that. He stamped on the mountain and said, "Till I'll come back, you have to be in this level only." He said like that. He has gone to South India and he did his tapas. Till he returned back, the mountain has to be like that. So that's why that place, it looked like a plateau. You know what is a plateau? Plateau is a place where the place will be look like a little bit height, like a table. So that is plateau. So that is Deccan plateau. So in Telugu is a Dravida. Okay, Dravidians. All the Dravidians. The people who are living below this Deccan plateau, they are called as Dravidians. So Deccan plateau, the Dravidian. So this Deccan plateau, all the regions are ruled by many we used to call them the Mahajanapadas. So the Janapadas, they used to rule all each and small kingdoms. So in that just now I said about Cholas, Chalukyas, and Pallavas, Pandyas. And Shatavahanas are also ruling the Andhra place, but they are contemporary of the Maurya's period. When we are going to talk about this Deccan Plateau, how the people were ruling, the first we are going to talk about Chalukyas of Vatapi. Okay, this the Chalukya kingdoms rose between the Vindhya mountains and the Krishna river in modern Karnataka. Just now I said no, that is a modern Badami, that is a Bagalkot in Karnataka. For their capital city was Vatapi. Okay, the most famous Chalukya kings were the Pulakeshini II, who was a contemporary king of King Harsha in the north. So when we go back to Mauryan Empire in North India, when the declining of the North India, the Harsha king also he was there. So that time the northern India was ruling by King Harsha, and at the same time the Chalukyas are ruling the South India.